Hi guys, welcome to Simply Scuba. So in the dawn of 2019, we're gonna start looking at the best wetsuits for this year. So we've compiled all of our favorite fives. So in no particular order, here are 5 of our favorite wetsuits for 2019. Okay guys, so first up we have the Aqualung Aquaflex wetsuit. So this comes in both men's and female fits. This is the women's suit. So this has a few sort of interesting features all over it. The first one is the Aquaflex neoprene, which is about 3 times stretchier than traditional neoprene. So that means that getting into it is far easier because you're not restricted. Whilst you're in the water, again, you're not restricted. You can move around, you can actually kind of reach and do shutdown drills, whatever you need to do, plenty of flexibility. But they've put in a few extra little things, like all these liquid sealed seams. So this is gonna really slow down the transfer of water. As soon as you see this kind of liquid sealing, it means that water cannot transfer through those, that sort of stitching and actually get to you. A few other little features, like around the wrists on the left-hand side, you have this sort of little detailing which is just grippy. So that's going to hold your dive computer in a certain position. So it's not going to be rolling around your wrist. It's not going to slide up or down your wrist neither. If we turn the suit around, on the inside, you have a very nice sort of internal lining. And what this plush lining does is it really effectively traps the water against your skin and slows it down, holds it against your torso, and that's really gonna keep you nice and warm inside the suit. Because as soon as water starts moving around the suit, that's when you start to get cold. So you really want it nice and snug around the neck, around your cuffs, which these sort of crimped cuffs do very, very effectively. That's what you want in a good wetsuit. Okay, next up we have the Bear Sport S-Flex. So this also comes in a women's version. The women's version is called the Nixie. This is a 5mm wetsuit, but again, it has really, really stretchy neoprene. So this is very flexible, which again makes it very easy to get in and out of, and you can move around much more freely. So this has a few sort of features dotted around it. The first one is the Canadian style cuff seal. So instead of a long seal that kind of runs throughout the entire cuff, this one actually has a small ring on the inside that seals around your forearm and again on your leg. Very, very effective. So that gives this a really high thermal class rating. So all wetsuits, especially full-length wetsuits, will have a thermal class rating, normally on the label. So the higher the rating, it's kind of graded A, B, C, D. If you get an A class, it means that it's much better at keeping you warm in colder temperatures. So this has one of the higher sort of thermal class ratings, thanks to all the little seals and the effectiveness of those seals. Very smart suit, but very, very flexible again. Okay, now we have the 4th Element Proteus 2 wetsuit. So this is the 5mm version. The main thing that makes this different is mainly on the inside of the suit. So you have the usual sort of glide skin, this kind of really smooth skin on the inside of the cuffs. This is sealing against your skin, slowing the water from getting into the suit. But if I turn the suit around and then open it up, what's really slowing it down is this second layer of neoprene. So this is quite unique to scuba diving suits. You do see this in surfing suits quite a lot, but this is a second layer of neoprene, and that basically goes over your head and seals effectively around your neck. And this creates this complete second layer of neoprene before it actually gets to your skin on the inside. On the inside, you can see this lining. So this is their hexacore lining. Very, very sort of soft plush lining, but quick drying. It's hydrophobic. So what this does is it actually traps water and again slows it from moving around. That's what's keeping you nice and warm. But then after the dive, as soon as you hang this up, it's always best to hang wetsuits up inside out. This is gonna dry very, very quickly. So when you go to put it back on for your second dive, much more comfortable. But this second layer is creating a very effective seal at slowing the water from getting through the zip and through the neck seal and getting to you. But that just makes it a very sort of warm wetsuit. It's a nice snug wetsuit. Some people say that it's quite hard to get on and off because you need your wetsuit to be so snug so that the water can't just flush in and out. That's why it's so snug. You also don't want a suit that's going to be too big or baggy, because then big pools of water water are going to be sort of collecting in certain areas of the suit, you want a small thin layer of water just all over your entire body, and that's what's keeping you warm. And now we have the Scubapro Everflex. So this has a few interesting features that we'll look at. So first of all, you notice it's called the 5-4. So that means that we have differing thicknesses of neoprene. So 5mm on the core, and that's what's keeping you nice and warm. But where you need it to be flexible, like in the arms and behind the legs, then it goes down to 4mm, so it's a little bit more flexible. But what's most interesting about this suit is the neoprene and the glue that they use. So this is X-foam neoprene. So unlike petroleum-based neoprenes, this is actually sort of created through limestone, so it's much more environmentally friendly. And the glue they use is all water-based glue. So again, it's nice and hypoallergenic, so it's much more comfortable. It's less likely to irritate your skin. Again, just like the Fourth Element suit, if we actually open it up and look at the inside of the suit, you'll see a plush lining. So this is diamond span, and this is very different, but works in the same way. Again, it's a very sort of soft plush lining, so this is going to trap the water and stop it from moving around. And again, it's very, very quick drying. So again, turn it inside out sort of after your first dive, and this is going to dry very, very quickly. Lots of features all over it, like the zipper being offset, so it doesn't actually sit directly straight down your spine, so that way it's not digging into your back when you're wearing your cylinder. This makes it much more comfortable. And just little details all over it. We've got sort of reinforcing over the shoulders, a gusseted neck, so if you don't like it too snug around your neck, you can undo that and that will open up. Little features all over it, just making it much more comfortable and much more practical. Okay, and finally we have the waterproof W50. So W50, again, it's still a 5mm. 5mm is one of those really practical thicknesses. You can wear it a great sort of range of sort of actual water temperatures, and then you can sort of layer up if you need to make it a little bit warmer. So big open panel just makes that it's nice and flexible, very ergonomically shaped. But one of the biggest things about this is that it gives you the option to add a thigh pocket, which very few wetsuits actually do. So by adding a little bit of storage, especially on your thigh, makes it very practical. You don't have to have anything in your pockets in your BCD. If you don't have BCD pockets, it gives you some storage so it's not dangling off a D-ring. But if you don't want a sort of a baggy sort of pocket on your thigh, you don't have to have it fitted. You have that option of sort of buying that as a separate extra. So that's very handy. You can fit a thigh pocket. But again, it's a nice sort of 5mm wetsuit. You can see we have blind stitching running throughout it. So blind stitch means that it doesn't go all the way through the neoprene. It only goes about halfway through, and then turns back on itself so that water cannot pass through the neoprene directly through where the needle went. And then just little detailings all over it, like on the seat we have this reinforced section, so when you're sat on the side of a rib, when it's wet, this becomes grippy, so you're not going to be slipping around. And then, yeah, just all over, it's all in all a nice smart wetsuit, very comfortable, and again, very easy to put on and take off, which is really one of the most important things about a wetsuit. So all of those wetsuits are available at our website, simplyscuba.com, but to keep an eye on the latest gear coming in, check out our new in section on our website. Thanks for watching, and safe diving. We are an online dive store serving the UK and the world for all your diving equipment needs. So why not visit us at simplyscuba.com or click the box on your screen.